Ukraine launched massive raids on Russian targets.
2 more states want to exclude Donald Trump from preliminary ballots.
Efficiency from production and consumption stimulus programs.
Hello, so good to see you again in today's news. I am Huang Yan, and here we go, the first headline of the show. Ukrainian forces have launched massive attacks on Russian targets in the Crimean Peninsula and the border city of Belgorod, but the Russian Defense Ministry claimed to have successfully repelled these attacks.
Russian Defense Ministry said their air defense systems intercepted and shot down 36 unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs, targeting the Crimea Peninsula early on January 5. In Belgorod, the city's air defense system also shot down 10 missiles. However, debris from intercepted shells caused some property damage and injured 2 people. It was the 7th day in a row that Ukraine attacked the Russian border city of Belgorod. Ukraine recently also steps up missiles, UAVs and suicide boat attacks targeting the Crimean Peninsula, the headquarters of the Black Sea Fleet, in an effort to weaken Russia's military capabilities and force its navy to withdraw from the region. Meanwhile, Russia has also intensified large-scale attacks on several major cities in Ukraine.
Former U.S. President Donald Trump is facing growing challenges on his way to reconquering the White House as 2 more states in Illinois and Massachusetts wants to remove his name from the preliminary ballots.
Some groups of voters in Illinois and Massachusetts have filed lawsuits to remove Donald Trump from the primary vote in these states and the general election as well, alleging his involvement in the Capitol riot on January 6, 2021. The complaints included former Boston Mayor Kim Janey, a Democrat, along with other Democrats, Republicans, and independent voters. The move comes after the Maine and Colorado courts ruled to exclude Trump from preliminary election ballots in those states. Lawsuits to remove Trump's name from preliminary 2024 presidential election ballots are also in consideration in 14 states, while similar lawsuits have been rejected in 5 other states. Observers believe that these lawsuits could disrupt the preliminary election process in several states, and court rulings could have negative impacts on American politics.
The Vietnamese government inspector has just announced the result of inspection over the compliance with policies and laws in the management of petroleum products. Accordingly, the inspection has found many violations of the Ministry of Industry and Trade, as well as the intermediary businesses in the management and trade of these products.
The inspection report pointed out that the Ministry of Industry and Trade lacked thorough inspections, supervision and management, leading to the late detection of violations regarding the maintenance of warehouse conditions, storage facilities and distribution systems, resulting in supply disruptions in 2022. The inappropriate management of the Ministry of Industry and Trade also disrupted petroleum business operations and paved the way for illegal petroleum business activities. In addition to licensing violations, there are also problems in the management and use of the Fuel Price Stabilization Fund, resulting in companies taking advantage of the fund. The government inspectorate has transferred 3 cases to the Ministry of Public Security for reviewing and processing in accordance with the law.
Upcoming are some updated news. The land of Quỳnh Dị Ward in Hoàng Mai Town was previously associated with tobacco trees due to its saline-affected conditions that caused difficulties in growing other types of vegetables. However, recently, by applying new cultivation methods, Mr. Nguyễn Văn Quyền and his family in the local have succeeded in growing organic Japanese Hana strawberries on his saline soil. This strawberry variety is commonly grown in Mộc Châu, Sơn La. The entire area of over 1 hectare of land owned by Mr. Quinn's family has been covered with strawberry under Vietgap standards and only using organic fertilizers. This pioneering strawberry cultivation model in the local shows that this plant has the potential to be suitable for the soil, and its economic efficiency is many times higher than tobacco cultivation.
The global travel website Travel-Off-Path has rated Vietnam not only the safest country in Asia but also one of the most attractive tourist destination in the region for the 2024 tourism season. According to Travel-Off-Path, Vietnam is not only the most peaceful country in Asia, but also the 7th safest country in the world, which is why Vietnam should be on the travel list of tourists in 2024. The Gallup's latest global law and order rankings also stated that Vietnam has the highest safety rating in Asia, scoring 92 out of 100. Not only that, Vietnam, which has been known as the Pearl of Southeast Asia for many years, continues to shine with its stunning and majestic natural landscapes and its rich and distinctive culture.
Dien Châu District Police in Nghệ An province has successfully cracked down on a drug-related crime and arrested 24 for illegal trading, possessions, and distribution of drugs. All these 24 offenders reside in Dien Châu District, of which Nguyễn Trần Đồng and Nguyễn Văn Lý often bought drugs to sell customers within and outside the district. The functional force seized nearly 6,400 methamphetamine pills, over 171 grams of heroin, and 60 grams of crystal methamphetamine. During an urgent search of Nguyễn Trần Đồng residence, the law enforcement authorities also confiscated an air gun along with knives and swords of all kinds. Now let's move to today's story. In 2023, Vietnam's economy continued to face many difficulties and challenges. Given this context, the government, agencies, and businesses came up with many solutions to boost the production, consumption, and to contribute to achievement of GDP growth target. More in the following story.
In order to promote production and consumption, the government has launched many stimulus and support policies. In Nghệ An, the province also kicked off and participated in many trade promotion programs, provided support to businesses and traders. The province also launched national promotion months, advised on opening booths on e-commerce trading floors and showcased to introduce typical and distinctive local products.
In terms of trade objectives, these policies give us more opportunities to organize many workshops, trade fairs, and promote specialties and products of the locality and the province.
Thanks to the implementation of a bunch of programs and policies to boost production and stimulate consumer demand, in 2023, the retail revenue of goods in Nghệ An province reached over 13,500 billion Vietnamese dongs, a 1.46 times more than the same period. In the last months of the year, consumer purchasing power had significantly increased compared to the beginning of the year.
We have actively responded to the National Promotional Month by diversifying and preparing a range of products. By now, purchasing power has increased significantly compared to the last time.
Continuing these policies and programs to stimulate production and consumption, on December 28, 2023, the government issued Decree No. 94 stipulating a policy to reduce value-added tax from January 1, 2024 to June 30, 2024 for goods and services subject to a 10% value-added tax rate. Along with the current system of policies being implemented, this is a significant boost that helps reduce production costs, increase profits, and enhance demand in 2024 and the following years.
The last story just ended our program today. Thank you so much for your attention. Goodbye and see you later.